Sciencemancy, Sociobiology edition. The question is, why do young adults travel abroad and then fuck each other in hostels? The answer is in this book, Sociobiology. To me, one of the coolest science books ever written by the man himself, E.O. Wilson. What's beautiful about Dr. Wilson is, not only is he as sweet as he looks, and not only did he live to 90 years of age, which is always a good sign, and not only did he write a beautiful memoir called The Naturalist about his life as a scientist, he is one of the world's experts on ants. And because of that, he was studying how evolution altered their behavior. And while he was doing this, he realized that this was happening in all these different fields. They were studying hyenas and looking at how evolution would affect their behavior. But all of these different biologists were in their own little bucket studying about evolution and behavior. So he decided to pull all of that data together to create one new book about a new field. He wrote this book in 1975. He defined the field with it because not only did he collect all the data from these different scientists about how evolution alters behavior and defines your behavior, he also pulled together the theories of why that's happening, how this determines who you make love to, how you eat, how long your lifespan is going to be. And so even though it's 55 years later, this is still one of the main books in the field that you should read. And the cool part is, it's eminently readable. He won 2 Pulitzer Prizes, so you can sit down and go through this thing like one more wonderful science book. So let's use this book to answer our question about young adults hooking up in hostels. Because here we talk about the evolution of gene flow. The distance which organisms move from their place of birth is a constraining force in evolution. If you don't move very far, you're going to have more inbreeding. If you go too far, you're going to rupture those social bonds that help hold you together. And so, emigration is often strongly biased with respect to sex and age. The evidence also shows that young adults generally travel the farthest. These data are consistent with the theoretical inference drawn earlier that organisms evolve so as to travel at the time of their maximum reproductive value. We hook up with people in hostels in our early 20s because that's probably the best time for us to start making babies. You see the same thing in insect colonies especially. You see it in birds, mice and beavers do it, and even in baboon troops and lions. The young males are the ones to disperse. And so the reason that we feel this urge to travel and to hook up with new people then absolutely makes sense for monkeys living on the plains of Africa.